Ken, man, where have you been? You're an hour late.
I'm on time, Latham. I'm Italian.
My name's Ken Dara with Coffee with Ken Dara, and we're going to be talking about Sausalito. And I don't know if you can see behind me, but we have amazing views of the bay today. And what I mean about views, I mean there's a stellar view of San Francisco, there's a stellar view of Angel Island, there's a stellar view of Belvedere Island. I mean, it doesn't get any better than these views. And the thing is, yes, my office has a great view, but all of Sausalito has a great view. And that's what it's about, living in Sausalito. Sausalito is has a lot of waterfront charm. It's got an artsy kind of attitude, and it has quick access to San Francisco if need be. There's different climates in in Sausalito. You've got Hurricane Gulch, which is a little cooler because the ocean fog is coming out from over the hill. The Pacific Ocean is literally right in back of Sausalito. So when you have warm weather and cold water, it creates fog, right? So Hurricane Gulch can be a little cool, a little windy. The Banana Belt, which is kind of like the Goldilocks zone for Sausalito. It's kind of warm, sunny. Walk to there's two towns of Sausalito. There is the touristy town, which we get a lot of tourists on the weekends, and in the summer we get them all week long, and we get all walks of life. We've got a lot of different travelers coming from all over the globe. But there's another town that I call in Sausalito, which has great restaurants and it's more localized, if that makes sense. So, and that's a street. That street's called Caledonia Street. Yes. So that's on Caledonia, and a very famous sushi restaurant on Caledonia is Sushi Ron. There's a great Northern Italian style pizza place run by a couple that are from Italy, and it's called Sandrino. Some of the best pizza in Southern Marin. If you want that European charm, you can go to Sandrino. There's a place across the way where I always get my poke bowls. The guy came from Hawaii, and you can, for $14, I think it is, you can get like a bowl of brown rice with really good poke. And so I'll go there once in a while. And then the other thing is you don't want to go into Driver's Market in Sausalito. Don't go there hungry. I'll just say that because I consider it like the Dean and DeLuca of Sausalito, where they have a lot of gourmet, a lot of prepared meals, where you can just go in and grab something and go. But they also have a lot of stuff you can't find in normal grocery stores as well. So Drivers is a fun little supermarket to go to.
Yeah, I'd like to comment too, as a former resident of Sausalito, it is a fun town.
It is a fun town.
And there are tourists here on the weekends. There's tourists all the time. But it's very contained in the Bridgeway area.
Yes.
And the Caledonia Strip is a lot of fun. And it is definitely like two towns. So you're spot on there, Ken.
You think so?
Yeah, spot on.
It's not my first rodeo.
Not your first rodeo.
Just joking. The other nice thing is we have the Sausalito Ferry. So a lot of people who move to Sausalito.
It's actually going right now behind you, Ken.
Is there one behind me?
As we're speaking.
I'm not looking.
It's right there.
Yeah, the Sausalito ferries are going constantly to San Francisco. But Sausalito has a lot, and it also has hiking trails. There's a lot of hiking on it. There's a lot of great, just the vistas are just stunning. Sausalito is just a very majestic town. There's a ton of restaurants, not just on Caledonia. A big place where tourists end up is called Fish. Fish is another big place where people go. But there's tons of different restaurants. It closes down pretty early, though. I would say probably around 8 o'clock, right?
Well, there's the world famous No Name Bar, which is down there. It tends to have great jazz bands late at night, and some good bars and restaurants down in Caledonia as well.
Yeah,
That do stay open quite a bit.
that's true. Okay, good point. You bring up a good point.
Well, when you live here, Ken.
True. It's interesting. Most people coming from other parts of the world, they know Sausalito. Sausalito can give out a very Italian vibe. A lot of people kind of think of it as a kind of a Positano style lifestyle. So there is a bit of an Italian vibe when you go downtown. There's just, a lot of tourist shops, ice cream, your typical, tourist attractions in that sense. But the people come for the views, really. I mean, these are probably the most stunning views in the Bay.
If you do have kids too, there is the Discovery Museum. I believe that's what it's called.
There is.
And that nice resort thing out there. What is that?
Yeah,
called?
it's called Kabbalah Point. So Kabbalah Point is a hotel. They took an old army barracks and they made it a hotel. It's a beautiful hotel to stay at. A lot of weddings are done there. A lot of events are there. They've got a very high-end dining restaurant, and they also have one of my favorite little places to go called Farley Bar. And Farley Bar is kind of like a little bit of a pub if you're coming to visit or if you're coming to think about living here. They have a great deck. You can look at the Golden Gate. You can have food on the deck. And if it's cold out, they will give you blankets. Another little fun fact about Sausalito is there are a lot of foreign buyers who buy here. And they park money here. And some of them will rent the properties and some of them don't. They just have management companies that kind of manage them for them. And it's more of an equity play. We have a lot of foreigners, either from the UK or from parts of Europe, London, that just want to park money here because, the U.S. infrastructure is always very good. The prices are good. And not to get off the subject of Sausalito, but if you look at the cost, what it costs to buy in Sydney or Lake Como or London or other parts of the world, our prices are actually still pretty good compared to those areas that I just mentioned. You try to get something in Sydney with views, prices are insane. I mean, I still think the Bay, i.e. Marin County, Sausalito, Belvedere, Tiburon, Mill Valley, I still think Ross Kentfield, I still think there's good value here, knowing what else is out there globally. And, I work with a lot of foreign buyers. I do a lot of cross-border transactions. And I'll tell you right now, I mean, a lot of people come in and they will buy the property and they sit on it for 10, 15 years. And there's an equity play. But I've sent clients who've sold their homes and went back to Europe. They were very happy because they made $1 million in 3 to 5 years.
Like Miss George Jefferson used to say, moving on up.
Moving on up. Exactly. Well, that's our show for Sausalito. Do we miss anything, Latham?
Not really. I mean, if you have a boat, we didn't go down that road.
Oh, that's
There's
true.
a lot of opportunities to get slips here. So if you are a boat owner, a sailor, or you got a Grand Banks or something, great place to just park it and take it out for the weekend.
One other thing we did not talk about is Sausalito has a huge houseboat community. And that's a whole nother conversation. I'm actually startled on how much some of these houseboats cost. And they're unique. It's a whole interesting community. And I work actually with she's the number one houseboat real estate agent in Sausalito, Michelle, and she's great. And so I've learned a little bit through her on how things work, but I still refer the stuff out to her to do because you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to me about Sausalito and learn more about the real estate market and what's going on here, or just want to find out what restaurants to go to, feel free to give me a call at 415-425-3626 as my cell, and my email is ken.dara, ken.dara at evrealestate.com.
Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Latham. Have a great day.
See you next time.
I'm going to go on the bay.
Take a swim.
Après sail. Something like that.
Bye-bye.
3, 2, 1.
My name's Ken Dara with Coffee.